Hey everyone, this is Dean with DCA Crypto. Got some very important things to cover with you guys in today's video, so I'd appreciate if you subscribe to my channel, smash that like button, and let's jump into it. Alright, I'm going to be covering a couple different things in today's video. I'm going to show you the chart for Bitcoin first off, show you what kind of bullish chart pattern is playing out here potentially. No guarantee of this, but if this is the case, we could see an absolutely massive bull run coming up here, you know, in the near future. So I want to show you that, and I want to also go over some other things in this video, some goals for you guys, because you guys got to think about, if we do get this bull run and you've invested a decent amount, what you're going to want to do with your investments once you start cashing out and taking some profits out of this market on the way up here. So let's jump into it. So currently we're at 2.5 trillion market cap. Bitcoin, you know, we did touch 70,000 and came back down to, you know, 66,000 something as of this recording. Solana got up to like $190, having a little bit of a correction here. So things are looking bullish right now. That doesn't mean we won't come down even a little bit further than we have recently. So I want to show you that here on the chart first. So if we go to the Bitcoin chart here first, you know, we are kind of on a downward move here. We've made some lower highs, some lower lows. So, you know, we could see some further correction in this if this plays out here. But this pattern that's playing out here is pretty much looking like it could potentially be a giant cup and handle forming here. And if we do that, and this is a giant cup and handle, and we take off, we could see a massive bull run here. Go to like a cup and handle example here. You guys can see this chart playing out here with Bitcoin. It's like a giant cup and handle. So, you know, in that case, you know, there is potential to come back down where people think, you know, it's pretty much over with and we're going to crash back down, and then boom, we take off into a big bull run. So this pattern is kind of playing out here. Doesn't mean that is going to happen, but it is potential for this to happen here. So if this does play out, you know, we could come down to, you know, like I said before, this high 40s or low 50s range before we take off into this bull run. And I'm kind of expecting us to do that, maybe touch off from 50 or 52,000 as low as 48,000. If we come down any lower than 48,000, I don't think things are going to be looking very good if that happens. But you can see we had a lot of momentum here, where we just smashed through this price range, and we haven't really come down and tested 50,000 again. So I'm kind of expecting us to come down and test the top of this wick here in this weekly candle as our low point before we take off, kind of like we've done at the top of this candle here. But this may not happen. We may not come down this low again. If we do and we kind of bounce off from here, I'm kind of expecting that to be the lowest that we would come down before we take off into the bull run. If we come down any lower than that, and that is you know, like 49,000 here. So if we come down any lower than that, then, you know, things could be bearish. But it wouldn't be out of the question for us to come down and touch that. So there's some things I want to cover here for you guys. What are your goals of this bull run? Are you trying to maybe pay off some credit cards with your profits? Are you wanting to pay off a car? Or it could be a combination of these things. Pay off student loans. Maybe you need to pay off a mortgage and you're trying to get your mortgage paid off. I know a lot of people are trying to pay off, you know, a combination of all of these. Maybe you're trying to save some for retirement, or maybe you're just trying to accumulate more Bitcoin with your profits from this bull run. I know that this is these two are mine, you know, some of mine here when I want to accumulate more Bitcoin and I want to save for retirement. Don't really have any debt right now. I'm actually debt free. So, and that's not thanks to crypto. Some gracious family members of mine helped me out with that. So I am debt free. I'm working more towards accumulating more Bitcoin, saving for retirement, and you know, not paying off a mortgage, but saving up for a new house. And maybe some of you are doing that. Maybe some of you are renting and you want to save up for a new house. I'm trying to save up to, you know, hopefully get enough returns in this bull run to buy my wife her dream home. That's my ultimate goal, is to get her dream house, and hopefully I'm able to build enough with my portfolio to do that in this bull run, and hopefully also accumulate some more Bitcoin for later on for retirement and that. So, and also want to give some to a good cause. I'm always looking to do this. I've given to several good causes over the years, and you know, whatever that is, if you want to donate to you know, any good cause out there, you know, donate to the hungry, donate to the poor, you know, donate to Salvation Army, donate to you know, pretty much any good cause out there. A lot of people like to donate to Humane Society, stuff like that. My heart is more in helping children. That's where my heart is. So I donate to helping children in poverty, helping children in child trafficking, child sex trafficking, stuff like that. And I don't know if I can actually say that on this video without YouTube flagging me, but I don't really care. These are important causes of mine, to make sure that I do help out children. And that, you know, I have 8 kids. You know, 6 of them are living with me currently. 2 are adults and moved out of the house. But actually, you know, my wife and I wanted to adopt some children, but they have a limit. You can't have more than like 6 kids in your house, or you got to have fewer than 6 kids in your house, I believe, in order to adopt. So it's kind of out of the question for us right now, and we are getting to that age now where, you know, retirement's coming around the corner. So I don't know if we want to adopt this late in the game, and we already have a 4-year-old that's more than a handful. So but I do like giving to good causes. I do have several causes out there that I donate to and have for years. I'll give you a few examples. One, if you're looking for a good place to donate money to help children in poverty, Compassion is one that I donate through. I sponsor kids through here, and it's a long-term commitment. You know, I've been sponsoring some of these kids for, I think, about 4 years now. And it's $43 a month, and it's a long-term commitment. You're committing to sponsor that child until they are an adult, and that may not be your thing, but that's what I like to do. Right now I'm sponsoring 5 kids in Honduras. I just added another one today, actually. Got a letter today and added a new one, Sharon, today. You can see July 29th as I'm recording this. I've sponsored these other ones since 2018. May and April of 2018, so I guess that's longer than 4 years. It's almost 6 years now I've been sponsoring these kids, and I just added a new one because I've been blessed with, you know, some extra income from this YouTube channel, and you know, it right now it's a little over $200 a month to sponsor 5 kids. In order to afford the first 4 that I sponsored, I actually sold one of my vehicles and took the insurance payment that I was making, $200 a month towards insurance for that vehicle, and I've been sticking it to help out these kids here, because that's something that's important to me, and I really want to see kids that are in need get the help that they need. And you know, this is a Christian sponsorship. I'm a Christian. Don't want to talk about religion on this channel, but that's why I chose them. I trust Compassion, and I trust what they're doing. You have to be careful with any program that you're sponsoring through to make sure it's legitimate and make sure the money actually goes to these children. I'm actually in communication with them and their families. I know that they get the money when I send it to them, and I buy them birthday and Christmas gifts every year as well, and they get the money, and they actually show me what they're purchasing with it, so I get to see them with the stuff that they're getting. And there's, you know, and if you don't want to do a monthly sponsorship, you don't have to do that. You can do all kinds of giving on here. You can buy some of these communities a well, so they have fresh water. You can donate goats or cows or whatever you want to help them with their farm, to get them more food for their families. There's all kinds of gifts that you can give to these families, even if it's a one-time gift, to give them something to help them out. And there's other sites out there besides Compassion. If you don't want to join, you know, Compassion, there's other sites out there that you can research and invest through. You know, there's child sex trafficking sites like Our Rescue, and there's many others out there where you can, you know, help fight against, you know, child trafficking and stuff like that, and your money can go to a good cause. And not everybody can afford to do that, but I can't really afford to do it, but I do it anyways because I think it's necessary. You know, these kids have it way worse off than you know, kids in America do, and they're living in poverty. These kids are in Honduras in a village with very poor living standards. You know, they live in very poor living standards. And the other nice thing about compassion is, if you want to, and this is my goal at some point, is you can actually go visit the families in person and meet them, and, you know, actually meet their families in real life. I'm actually friends with some of their parents on Facebook now, so that is kind of cool. But whatever it is, you know, whatever it is, whatever your goals are, if you want to pay off some debt, if you want to build some wealth, if you want to add more Bitcoin to your portfolio, those are some of my goals. Is to, you know, I want to build money and save for retirement. Want to accumulate some more Bitcoin, because I think Bitcoin is going to be worth a lot more in the future than what it is currently. Even that's a long-term strategy. I'd also want to save up hopefully enough to get a dream house for my wife. Now, I'll be selling my current house to put money towards that, of course. So I, you know, that'll help out with that, but I'm still going to need more money to build a new house, the way that we want it built, because, you know, they're super expensive now compared to what they were even just, you know, 4 years ago. Houses are absolutely outrageous now. So that is my goal, and to help out more of these kids in poverty, and help out kids in trafficking situations, and donate to those causes, because that is near and dear to my heart. So whatever it is with you, set your goals and try to come up with a strategy to hopefully build enough wealth during this bull run to, you know, help out with some of those causes, or reach some of your financial goals, or all of the above, whatever you want to do. I strongly suggest everybody give a little bit of their money to help out some cause out there, regardless of what that cause is. I think it just, you know, we need more of that in this world, and less greed in this world. There's so many people out there that could do so much more with the money that they have, and they just choose not to do it. You know, so, you know, my thing is to help others in need as much as I can. That's one of the goals of building wealth in this bull run here. So that's pretty much what I got for this video, guys. I hope you like it. Make sure you set up your goals. And as far as figuring out how much you need for those goals, you know, I kind of figure, you know, like a 10x minimum. I'm going to try to get at least a 10x out of all my coins, because some of them aren't going to do very well. Some of them may do way better than a 10x, but a 10x is a safe number. But you could potentially do much, much better than that in crypto, depending on the coins you're in. You could do a 20, 30x average over all of your coins, depending on what they are. Now, if you got a lot of Bitcoin, you know, you're not going to get a, you know, you're probably not going to get a 3 or 4x out of Bitcoin. You might get a 2x, maybe a 3x in this bull run, but I would say, you know, maybe a 2 or 2.5x most likely. It is possible it goes higher, but that is, you know, really, you know, not guaranteed by any means. So depending on the coins you're in, you got to set your goals. Average, I kind of figure out my average would be a 10x to reach my goals from where I'm at now. And if I do better than that, fantastic. You're also going to have to pay taxes on those gains depending on where you live. So that's another thing you have to keep into consideration. You're going to have to pay taxes. You don't want to not report your taxes and not pay them, because if you get caught later on, you're likely going to face jail time or prison time, and you don't want that. It's not worth it. Money's not worth going to jail or prison over. So keep that in mind. Try to be responsible with what you're doing. Nothing on this channel is financial or tax advice, guys. I'm just sharing with you my opinion and how I feel about things. But hopefully this video is useful for you guys. I really appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel. We'll see you on the next one.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me.